let's get this bread.
Alright, so in the last video we were talking about the rights with the Spider-Man movies. And like, definitely part of the reason why it got rebooted the first time was everything with Toby, the companies, and the fact of the poor reception of Spider-Man.
Something better.
Yeah.
The human body doesn't need
And like,
to
it
be our
was 2
default.
years
We
and
can
they had
go
a
so
reboot.
far beyond it.
There was like no
Just some
time
thoughts to conjure with.
that they were like,
It's really giving it both
Yeah.
barrels.
Well,
He
and
doesn't burn
then
himself out.
Marvel wanted the rights to Spider-Man, so they put him in a movie.
yes. And that happened with Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because, so they rebooted it with Amazing Spider-Man, and Amazing Spider-Man 1 was pretty well received.
Time to check something out for me.
And then they're like,
No,
okay, let's
but
do
if you
something.
ask nicely.
They did the second one, and that
Just
one,
got a call about a
I
suspicious
agree,
looking
had some
box on a
really
rooftop
poor
in Hell's Kitchen.
plot
I could call it the bomb squad.
Yeah, I liked it
It's just
though.
some kid's science
and
project.
like, overall, I
Yeah, I
enjoyed
know.
them.
Budget
Like,
crisis, yada yada
yeah,
yada.
there was just stuff that were kind of but it was good.
It was
Please check
good.
it out.
There's
Parts
the
was,
magic word.
oh, and then
I hope it's some
I-
kid's science project.
I was like, as soon as I saw he was with Gwen Stacy,
School
I was
projects
like,
are so
oh,
much easier than real life
Spidey.
projects.
And I feel like they actually, they did that part of the story perfectly.
That was perfect.
The other part of that relationship with the whole entire ghost dad and everything was kind of weird.
Ghost Dad?
Yeah.
What's the situation?
Dad, you're always been like, oh, we can't be together. That was a terrible aspect of that movie.
Oh, like they can't be around each other or
Yeah,
whatever?
he was like, oh, we can't do this. I promised your dad.
What the fuck?
It was, yeah. That's the aspect of the end of the first one is Peter's like, oh, I'm sorry, we can't be together because I promised your dad that in his dying breath that I wouldn't date you anymore because it's dangerous.
Oh, that.
Yeah, and then it continues into the second one, and then they're like, oh, fuck, we're gonna be together. And then Peter's like, I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore. I can't. And then they're like, oh, but we can. I love you. And then she dies.
And he's like, fuck!
And then he said, and then I'm really glad they cut it out of the movie because Shailene Woodley was playing Mary Jane Watson.
Oh.
And there are actual set pictures of everything that was going on between the scenes and everything. And I felt like it would have been fine. But I feel like the atmosphere of the movie, for the most part, would have been so weird to throw her in all of a sudden.
Yeah. Wasn't there a cameo of her at the end, though?
I don't think she ever made it into the final.
Okay. Oh, I'm thinking of Homecoming?
Maybe.
With the Tom Holland. The Tom Holland one, I like that he's a high schooler, because that's
Yes,
Spider-Man.
You're talking about
Looks
Amazing
military
Spider-Man
grade.
Yep.
Weird.
2. What's the actress's name?
Shailene Woodley.
Spider-Man. So you found one of
Look
my
up that
recon
version.
points.
Okay, here's the
Who
one
is
thing.
this?
She's like,
Wrong
does
question.
Taskmaster
The
show up in
correct one
any of the
is,
DLC?
can you stop the bombs I
Okay.
planted?
Yeah, he's continued. And so, like, even then, like, the nice part is like, you
Mystery
haven't
Man's
unlocked
got
everything by the end
recon
of your
points
first
spread
game
all over the
through,
city.
and you decide, hey, and you can't get the perfect scores on all these, you know?
Because Ultimate Level fucking sucks.
Yes, they're a pain to do.
like
I've maybe
even
gotten one out of
amazing,
all of them.
getting amazing level is hard.
I think I've gotten one maximum score. You know? And that was hard to do.
It's terrible, guys.
And so I was really happy to see them put them into the DLC, because once you do all the ones in the DLC, you got everything you need.
Really? Oh,
Yes.
Thank
This
goodness.
I
computer's
think
tracking
with
bombs
the
around
bare
the
minimum
district,
you got
and
it.
they're about to go off. I gotta move.
Taskmaster is doing this to study how you move, right?
Yep, to study how Peter reacts.
Gotta be quick. Bombs could go off any second.
I totally had one blow up on me, actually.
I've had one. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're not gonna get the best.
Oh god, that's a problem.
You're not gonna get the
But I hate how the fact that you have to get really close to getting it actually.
Gotta find the
Oh,
last
yeah.
bomb.
Like, there are times where it'll pop up and you'll be like really far away. And you're like, okay, I'll do it. And the elephant's like, no, you can't do it.
No. And then you're just in the air, you're like, okay, okay. So I got stuck on the wall right here, and
So
lots of
close to
challenges.
perfection.
See, 15 out of 16.
Mm-hmm.
Nice work with the bombs, but you leaned into your throat too much. Hurts the accuracy.
Is this some kind of sick game to you?
Games are for
And so,
kids,
like,
and I'm a
I think Tom
professional,
Holland plays a
and I
great
get
Peter
paid
Parker.
like it.
Guess your
I feel
client
like he
wasted
does
their
fine.
money.
It's the story that they chose
Information's
to do
worth more
for the
than
movies
money, and
I
I
am
learned
not
plenty
proud
watching you.
as a fan.
Yeah, I don't.
MJ, what did you find out about Isaac Delaney?
I felt
Check out
so
the
bad
picture
for
I
Andrew
just sent.
Garfield
Which one is Delaney?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
because when
Guess you'll have to go to the
doing
party to find
Spider-Man
out.
2 for him,
Good thing I already
he
have a
was
costume.
constantly fighting for him to be able to go join the Avengers because Marvel was always over like, hey, we want to do something, we want Spider-Man.
And then he wanted to do it,
And he was
but
like,
he got Spider-Man to the Avengers, but not him.
Yeah, like, he did everything he could. He was fighting for it all the time. And Sony was like, yeah, we'll do it for this much money. And this much money off each movie that you make. You're not going to be making any money off of Spider-Man in it. We get all of it. But you get to write the movie, and you get to direct the movie, but we get all of it. And so Sony's like, but we get to keep the rights of all of our Amazing Spider-Man stuff. And we get to keep the rights of Spider-Man. You just get to use it.
And then they said no, and so Spider-Man
And Spider-Man did join the MCU, and
just wasn't Andrew. Which is sad, but I mean,
Attention
hey,
agents, this is Control. Need an update on the situation in Madison.
Sony's making such great films nowadays, such as the Slender Man one, or the
That's
Emoji
Sony.
Movie one.
yep.
Sony didn't watch it.
Yep.
I think Sony should just stick to
They,
the games.
okay, I will give them this. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Give them that. Give them that.
What was it?
All
Something
units,
just,
receiving
oh,
reports of
Spider-Man
a
and
robbery.
Spider-Man.
Missed a call from Aunt May.
Yeah.
Peter, I spoke to Miles's mother, and she loved the idea of him working here. Oh, the poor woman's grieving herself while trying
wait
to be
till after
strong
today.
for her son. She needs some time to just grieve.
Like
And he needs
overall,
to see
like
that
I
life's
have
still
enjoyed
worth
every
living.
Spider-Man movie.
That was
The
a
only thing
very
I don't like about
thoughtful
Tom Holland
suggestion,
is
Peter.
the whole entire
The kind that would have
father
made Ben
figure
proud.
of Tony Stark.
Yeah, that was a little.
It felt forced at times, and kind of awkward between RDJ and Tom Holland. And like, you know, it worked in the writing, but just overall, like in Spider-Man's story, Uncle Ben was the only father figure he really needed.
Yeah.
And I know like he had some like bottled up feelings about his parents and everything. But Uncle Ben took care of that, and there was such a great arc for Peter with his uncle. And then for them to kind of throw it out the window and be like, Tony's his
Halloween
dad.
party.
My
Well-
favorite thing ever. Right here.
Oh, this party.
This whole thing.
Delaney's dressed as one of my greatest foes. Let's find out which one.
Honestly, I did like
Everyone's in costume.
Far From Home
My people.
more
Now
than
there's a guy who puts in the effort.
Homecoming. Just due to the mysterious scenes. They were great.
Excuse me, are you Dr. Delaney?
Ah, Spider-Man, my nemesis. You won't catch me this time.
Oh no, smoke. Whatever will I do?
I guess it's too much in
This
here.
is the end for you, Spider-Man.
I think so.
Now I have you.
Hey, what's wrong with you? I worked on that helmet for a week.
I need to find Dr. Delaney.
He's out in the party somewhere. Who are you?
I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Smart ass.
Yes, let me flip some webs at you and not be Spider-Man. Makes perfect sense to me.
Also, I dodged all your little bullet things.
Yep. Oh no, it's out of mirror.
Except Spider.
I'm lost!
Very direct path.
Yes. Also,
Probably just
you can't
crossed
see
them out.
yourself in the mirror.
Well, I can understand to an extent. That would probably have taken a lot more.
Yeah. Also, it would have lagged really hard there.
Yep.
Other than all these people on the screen right now, anyways.
The main thing I did not like from Far From Home was the
That
one
guy
fact
throwing down
that all of
candy
a
could
sudden
be Dr. Delaney.
they were trying to
Gotta
make
find a way up.
Mysterio
I'm looking
father
for Isaac
figure as
Delaney.
well,
I think he's on the dance floor.
and everything like Peter was going through
There
a
he
rough
is.
stage in that movie.
The
and
lizard in the
everything.
lab coat.
It was kind of. I loved the scenes that Mysterio had because they were great and they were
Guy just, hold on, that guy just fell over.
Yeah, because he bumped into him.
No, he didn't.
Hey, look, it's Spider-Boy. Isn't someone of your nemesises? We gotta fight.
Maybe later.
Oh, what's the matter, Spider-Wimp? You afraid of my mighty
There's another Spider-Man right there.
What are you... Come on!
Hey! Fight! Kick his ass, Spider-Man!
If you lose this,
I've never lost that in my life.
Get him, Spidey! What do you want?
yeah, this is kind of fucked up. How did nobody see that person with the gun?
Yeah, you know, like, all these people at this party, no one's gonna say anything, so it's fine.
Got my whips.
But people need to start shutting their windows all the way.
Yep. Otherwise, Spider-Man's gonna climb in through your windows and snatch your kids, snatch your wife.
Snatch kid, you gotta snatch
And then
your
give an
wife.
answer.
Take it easy. Just tell me what you want.
Tell her you're staring at the boys.
This is a joke, right? Those aren't real.
Also, hold on. That outfit right there. Can I do photo on that? Okay. That outfit right there. It was a nice homage, specifically to Amazing Spider-Man,
Oh yeah.
because they did. I think Insomniac wanted to do Amazing Spider-Man suit and everything, but because of everything going on with Sony and Marvel at the time, they couldn't. And so if you look at it, it's not a perfect rendition by any means, but you've got the red ski mask, you've got the stupid sunglasses that he wears, and you've got that leather. And I found it awesome, and like I did not notice it my first time through,
I didn't know.
but replaying it over and over again, it sticks out like a sore thumb.
And he got the shit hit out of him.
Oh no!
Spidey clap!
I'm surprised the mask doesn't go off.
Oh my god! It's Spider-Man!
Hey. Okay, I don't.
Spiders are supposed to have 8. Fuck you!
He does have 8.
Yep. What the?
He's got
Everybody okay?
4 extra and then he's 4 regular limbs.
Good. Happy Halloween.
Peter.
Stop.
Peter.
Yeah.
Peter's confused.
But yeah, and recently, I don't know if you guys kind of follow this stuff.
How about some mood
But
lighting?
there was recently, they think that Spider-Man is going to be released in 2021. A sequel to this game.
Oh, that'd be interesting to see.
Of course, there's no real window, like, no one confirmed anything, which is fine. And I don't want them to rush a game, you know?
No.
With how great this one, you know, I waited 4 years. I can wait another 4. And like, I would love for there to be something. Like, don't get me wrong.
But if it's not ready, it's not ready.
Don't rush. One of my other all-time favorite games is Nice Cool. And the thing about that game is that it is known for the fact that it was
And where'd they
rushed.
take Delaney?
It's still pretty good.
It is still a good game, and it has a good story nonetheless. But there was so much that they cut out of the game that made it even better. And that's one thing I can't wait to get a PC for, is to get the story out. Because there's so much.
There's Dr. Delaney.
Yeah.
And honestly, if they had just given them the time to finish the game, I don't see how they wouldn't have made a third game.
Yeah.
And
No. Well, you know Baldur's Gate 2. Baldur's Gate 2 was great, but the company didn't want to make a third one.
Yeah.
And
Who
so
are you?
You recently
it hasn't
began
been
working with
until
someone in an
this-
Oscorp lab.
till
I don't
now
know that. We don't
they're
have much
making
time.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Tell me his name.
But the company who's making it is the same that made the Divinity First Sin and Second Sin or whatever. They made those two games. You want to know why they made those two games? So that the company who owns Baldur's Gate would allow them to make Baldur's Gate 3. That's the only reason they
Show's
went
over,
made
Lee.
the Divinity games.
Apparently the show's not over.
Overall, like the Susan's game are amazing. I love all the details they put into them. I love the fact that there were tons of free suits that you still got after they finished the game.
Yes.
Because I mean, yeah, you get 9 suits with the DLCs, and then they got 2 for the new Homecoming, Far From Home, and then you got the 3 other suits: the 2 Fantastic Four themed ones, and the Sam Raimi suit. It was awesome that they just kept getting stuff. And there are definitely certain suits I would have loved to see. Like, of course, the Spider-Man suits. Even if they'd just done one, I would be fine with that. But like the symbiote suit, that one would have been amazing to see.
Or, and especially
Yep. Yeah, but I understand that they didn't put it in, and I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, how could you do this? I hate the game now.
yeah, no. I always dislike symbiote Spider-Man, and then Carnage Spider. I hate Carnage Spider more than
I mean, they made a sequel. Miles would be
Yes, that is something that they've kind of touched base on, is that Miles would be a playable, like you'd have more scenes of Spider-Man, not just Miles. I know I'm spoiling like a minor thing later in the game, but if you know anything about Miles' character anyways, he becomes
a Spider-Man. He's supposed to replace the dead Peter Parker, who
That's all
turns
of
out not dead.
Gotta find
Yeah.
Lee.
Okay.
That's
I
that
loved
comic.
The Ultimate Comic Book Stories.
Yes.
I actually own every issue of the original Ultimate Comic line that came out. I have read that thing front and back numerous times, and I refuse to accept the continuation that they did later after Miles' story.
Oh. They did a continuation after Miles.
Yes. It was, or right before Miles, actually, technically. It changed the art style to be like more like anime-esque, and it looked terrible.
Yeah.
Gotta stop them from hurting each other.
It was bad, and then they brought back a character that was dead.
Well, Peter comes back from the dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
what the
it
hell?
was
I
really
felt bad
weird
doing
because
that.
you go into the end of the Ultimate Spider-Man comic line.
Believe me, this is for your own
pretty
good.
much New York is completely flooded. Some stuff happens, and Spider-Man is trying to save people, and he actually gets stuck under sea. And you never find out what happens because that's where it ended. J. Jonah Jameson writes a beautiful memoir
That
about
guy
Spider-Man,
again.
how he's actually a great guy, but all of a sudden it comes back, and
What did Lee do to you?
Peter's alive. He's working in a fast food joint out of nowhere.
So it's basically saying he faked his own death.
It was weird. I mean, then also he's
Apologies.
Spider-Man again. Like nothing just makes sense when they brought it back.
It sounds like they listened to people complaining.
And so that's when they did the Spider-Man Miles story. They like changed the art style again, back to what it was, and then they killed Peter.
But then they brought him back again.
Yeah, because you get Miles and he becomes a Spider-Man, and it was a decent story. I didn't mind it too much.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like
Yuri,
it
I need
fit
your help.
fine, the story
I've got
worked.
reports of shots
I
fired
wasn't
at the
upset.
Yeah, that's me. I'll explain
And
later.
then
But right now, you need to find a Dr.
Peter
Morgan
Parker also
Michaels.
comes back, and
Martin
then they
Lee's
jump
coming
right
after
into
him.
Spider-Verse.
Copy that.
And then it kind of just a mess from there.
So, here's one thing I don't get
Spider-Man,
about
who
superhero
is this Dr. Michaels?
universes.
I think he's the head scientist on
Where
this
they
Devil's
feel
Breath
the need
project.
to
Did you find him?
revive people
Yes
from
and
the
no.
dead.
Sable
Like,
says they
I
have
don't
him under
understand, if
protection
you're
at
gonna
a
revive
safe
the person,
somewhere
why
in
kill
the
them in the
city.
first place? Why don't
Yeah.
you just, like,
Tell me
put them
where.
out of commission,
I thought
like,
you
in a
guys were
coma or
working
something?
together.
See, the
So
thing
did
is,
Okay.
any of those
I have an idea on
worlds,
how to find
there's
him.
never
I'll let you
really
know if it works.
established, like, yeah, they can be revived again.
Well, DC
They-
has
It's
stuff.
well, it's always like they pulled out of a hat. They just go, and our Deus Ex Machina for this one is Bebe.
Yeah.
It's
So did Lee.
There are some stories, like,
What happened?
Lee
technically,
corrupted him and made him kill himself.
That's horrible. We
Doctor
have to
Strange
stop
can
this
bring
guy.
people out back.
We will.
if he wants to.
Before Delaney died,
So
he
there
gave
is
Lee
There
a
are
name.
aspects
Morgan
that
Michaels.
allow
Morgan Michaels.
reviving to be
Who is
possible.
he?
Yeah.
Not sure. I bet he works on the Devil's
Well,
Breath
you know,
project.
in DC,
Did you
my
learn
favorite
anything from that Devil's
storyline
Breath
is the
file?
Red Hood.
Get
They
this.
did that
A few
great.
years
It
ago,
does bring
Osborn
back
came
a
to
character
Fisk
that
and
he
asked him
killed.
to build a lab.
Well,
but he's been hidden
there
from
is
regulators.
the,
Secret lab for Devil's Breath.
well, we were talking about it.
If it's as dangerous as we think it is,
The
I can
Death
see why.
Corps,
Where's the lab?
Lantern, Death
It's not
Lantern
in the
Corps.
file. Osborn
That
wants
brings
to
back
destroy
to
all
life
records of
pretty
it.
much all of
All I have are
the DC
invoices
characters.
from Osborn's personal account to
Sometimes they write it really
Knowing
well.
Fisk,
Yeah, sometimes it just goes really well.
blackmail
Sometimes it
material
does
on the
not.
mayor.
Everything leads back to Osborn.
The Beyond
time to pay him a
52 or
visit.
whatever, you know what I'm
I
talking
doubt
about?
he's gonna tell you
Yeah, there's the
anything.
new 52,
Wasn't planning to ask.
and then you had Rebirth for DC.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about the one where the kid Batman goes, the Batman's
Need backup for a
protege.
case in progress. Please
Are
respond.
you talking about Batman Beyond? Or
Yeah, Batman
Wild?
Beyond, but that also restarts the entire
Okay,
DC universe.
that's how I
again.
can get into Norman's office.
There's a lot of
Can't
weird
get
things
in there
that happen
without
in
shutting
DC
down
that
some
very
security
few do,
systems.
but
But if they see me, they'll put the whole place on lockdown.
Injustice was written to be okay.
well, yeah.
Injustice
There's an
is
alternate
fine.
reality.
It's an
But then,
alternate-
like Injustice 2, it's like, yeah, Dr. Fate.
I
kept
should be able to
Black
hack into the
Canary and
security network
Hawkeye,
modules from the
and
outside.
that Green Arrow in his secret realm to keep them safe because reasons.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I agree with you there.
They're the network
because-
cables. Just need to follow them to the security
It's
module.
just that with
Okay,
Injustice, there's
so
just a
it
lot
makes
of like,
the Black Canary and
There we go.
Um,
the security module. Looks like there's 4 of these around the building.
Black Canary and Green Arrow make sense because they're married.
That should make
Yeah,
things
but
easier.
like, they're
No, but,
separate
like-
worlds. They were like dead to each other, and so these two separate
Oh,
like,
yeah.
worlds, that's why Dr. Fate
Sable
took
Team
them so they could
Alpha
have their
standing by.
life.
yeah,
Looks like an electrical problem. Copy
he
that.
took them.
Keep an
Oh,
eye
didn't
on the
he owe
interior
them for
while we try
something
to
though?
track
That's
that
why he
location.
did it?
I don't.
Just
Well,
like
he's
thought it would be
friends.
easy.
Like they're friends with not Dr. Fate, but the guy, whatever his name is, like who puts on the helmet.
Well, are you talking about the one that's controlled by Dr. Fate or the one
Dr.
that controls
Fate is-
Dr. Fate?
Dr. Fate is the person inside the helmet,
Yes.
and then the person who puts on the helmet, that's who I'm talking about.
Well, because no, there's some of the Dr. Fates who control the mask and some who are controlled by the mask.
Yeah, there are
We have
multiple
some sort
Dr.
of
Fates.
software problem.
Like I know like
We're
people like
calling in a specialist.
kind of
Copy that.
compare him to
Continuing
Doctor Strange.
exterior
He's
sweep.
very different.
Very, very different. His powers are kinda ish the same.
Stop.
What?
Oh, Peter just loved to kind of run in a circle there.
The powers are
There's the second module.
ish.
What?
But
Oh, someone
the
takes
people
control of
are
one of our
very different.
subsystems.
No, it's interesting.
Initiating
You know,
Delta
like, I
protocol.
understand that during the time that
Everybody's got drones these days.
They were like, oh, this person's having a lot of
Sable
success.
team,
Let's
I need a
make
status
our
report.
own version of it.
Exterior
Yeah.
sweep negative.
Well,
We are
all
all
the
clear.
Captain Marvel
Still look like a software issue? We don't know. Reevaluate. Please maintain
Can
your
we
Can we
level.
talk about the movie?
I was talking to Sam. He was originally
Okay,
Dr.
just 2
Marvel.
more
His name was
modules.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. And then Marvel was like, no, you can't do that.
Attention all Sable teams.
And so they had
There's
to
a
change
small
it
possibility
to
we have a
Shazam.
trespasser on site.
No.
We're analyzing data now.
It was
Stay
just
vigilant.
weird.
Copy
There's a
that,
lot
Control.
of stuff that doesn't make sense sometimes.
Well, it's because a lot of the stuff is really useless.
There it is.
Justice
What?
killed Shazam. Superman ripped his throat
Damn
out.
it.
Or no, he
Another
laser
subject
beamed his
going
eyeballs
offline.
through his head.
Yeah.
Well, Shazam is one of
I
the
need
only
a team
people
to scan
who,
the
if he
agent
wanted
or
to,
exterior.
The fight
Copy
scene.
control.
Because he's
Bird
magic.
inbound.
Yep. Superman is actually vulnerable to magic.
Gotta move.
that's his, like, only...
Hi, MJ.
Is
Little busy
besides
right
Alien.
kryptonite. But magic is
Listen,
way
I got a
easier to
lead
get
on
a
Charles
hold of.
Standish's location.
Actually,
I think if I
wasn't
can
there
get to him, I
something
can make him talk.
where
He knew about Dr. Delaney.
Zatanna-
Probably knows about Morgan Michaels as well.
had-
Okay, just
well, she
don't do
could
anything crazy.
technically kill.
Well, she's like,
Speaking of crazy, gotta find that last module.
He's on another level.
Yeah, but she's also like Dr. Fate's assistant.
Well,
And a lot of aspects of injustice.
yeah.
There's the last
In the
one.
comics, she really isn't.
Yeah. I'm just
She's-
referring to injustice specifically.
Yeah,
She just, her fate tells her what to do, pretty much.
Well, Dr. Fate is the go-to for all.
Nice.
things.
Now I can get into Norman's office and hopefully find out more about Morgan
You know,
Michaels.
that's like one thing I kind of
and
find funny
Devil's
about DC
Breath.
is that, like, you know, like, they all kind of copied each
Sweet
other's
negative. Should we go on lockdown?
characters, you know.
Mr. Osborne is in
But
the middle of an
DC is
important
very
call.
well known for copying their own characters.
Must be someone.
Yes.
Because yet, Batman, Night Owl.
Night Owl and Nightwing and
Well, Nightwing, yeah. I give it credit because that's Robin technically being
Hold
a
on.
version
Switching
of
to a
Batman,
secure
but it's so
line.
weird too.
I'm way ahead of you, Wilson.
well, I mean, I understand that you
All
can't
your
have
files.
Boy Wonder when he's not a boy,
Expose our
but
business arrangement. It'll be your word against
comedian?
mine, and I'm not the one
well,
behind
and then
bars.
the entire Batman.
Wait,
Yeah.
is Norman talking to Wilson Fisk?
Neo statue. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, we have
The
Spider
Neo
Gang.
statue from the auction house. They must be talking about that file MJ found.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff.
Jackpot.
Comic stories, and I understand a lot of it is that they're just trying to keep the money rolling.
Yeah.
GR27. Dr. Morgan Michaels is the chief scientist.
Hey, look, a
The
PowerPoint.
location of the lab is redacted.
about this secret chemical.
AI-controlled
Well, you
CRISPR.
think Norman wants to read all the nitty-gritty
That
for it
actually
right now?
works.
Well,
True.
that's
Genetic disease.
yeah.
Cystic
Yeah, he's
fibrosis,
sent
Huntington's.
the
It's crazy.
God, what do they call it? The Cliff Notes.
He was sent the Cliff Notes basically, and it just and probably some
The good.
yeah.
High efficiency, consistent results.
That's not
The
wait,
bad.
all 40 subjects.
Died in 7 days.
Creepy. Whoa. GR27 is Devil's Breath. It's designed to cure diseases, but in its current form, it's like a bioweapon.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't
I
that
wonder
fun?
which disease it's meant to cure.
Dr. Michaels keeps the only sample with him at all
I
times.
don't know.
Leaves the
That's
reward
why
is
Lee
worth
wants
the
it.
risk.
We find Michaels, we find Devil's Breath.
Could bring down all of Oscorp.
No. And
Well,
they-
I mean, even if it's like a super poison right now, it could potentially turn into a super cure.
Yeah, exactly. So I understand like the reasoning for wanting to keep pressing it.
He also has personal reasons for it.
He has very personal reasons for it.
Oh, you got another focus bar.
Hey, Pete. What's up?
MJ, get this. Devil's Breath wasn't designed to be a weapon. It's a treatment for genetic
I
disorders.
agree with Zach.
But its current form is wildly
this
imperfect.
Beginning
In trying to
portion of
fix the
game
body, it
really
rips it
hits
apart.
home.
We need to locate Dr. Michaels.
Yeah.
I don't trust
Right.
Sable to contain something
It
this
sets
deadly.
up. It sets up a whole story for him.
Charles stands
And then
just
the
outside
payoff
Sable
is at the
Central
end.
Park
Yes.
compound.
It is kind of interesting that that's how they kind of cut it, you know?
Right.
So you got all the stuff for him.
Right, but the middle of it,
Reach
the
it.
middle of the
That
game,
place is crawling with guards.
they
How are
just
you
kind of
trying to
like
reach
push him off to the side in the prison with the rest of the villains.
Gotta go,
Yes.
partner.
But then,
Sneaking into
you
the
know,
Sable compound.
the next
That
part
could go bad
happens,
fast.
and
I
then
should
he
head to
plays a
Central
part,
Park.
and then Peter learns, you know, reasons behind it.
And like, it's a beautiful storytelling. Like, you got to give him credit. Like,
Yeah.
I understand that part is kind of weird that they cut it the way they did. But you have all this stuff that's going on throughout the game, you're doing all these specific things, and you're falling into a trap and you don't realize it.
Like the
It's
whole,
a very big trap, though.
the whole first part of this is they expect you to know, they expect you to
Looks
know
like
the
Doc
villains
just
that are in the prison, which is Electro, Shocker, Scorpion, Rhino, and then Fit. They expect you to know those. And then they introduce Negative Man and Sable. And then middle of the part, like the whole first part is introducing them, then middle of the part is what we're gonna get to, and then Endgame, it's where Peter learns like motive.
Well, in all
I've
throughout
never
the story,
heard
you
Doc
see
this
that.
excited by a project.
You see hints,
He's not
and
too
then you see the
excited.
story that builds.
Well, another thing that I'm saying is, oh Jesus, I hate this section.
Oh yeah,
I hate actually doing this section
Get
with
in.
the Sable actual piece.
but hold on.
Because, yeah, there's the stealth scene, and then there's the hideout.
Where are you,
mission.
MJ? Crap.
Oh, it's over at 30. Oh no!
Gosh dang it.
Well, I guess we're cutting out the footage chase scene.
That place is crawling with guards. How are you trying to reach it?
How is she? Find out, Spider-Man, in the next episode, where we found Mary Jane as she tries to stealth her way through a government-oriented private security for hire people.
Well,
with
I was saying,
high-tech security.
you'll see throughout the game that the people still believe in Spider-Man, even when.
Yeah. And the
give
same
him high
thing
fives.
is read throughout the DLC. I know you don't know the DLC yet,
Yeah.
but the story is just as good, and it changes, kind of flips everything on its head. Because you get all this stuff, and New York, by the end of it, is in shambles.
Oh yeah.
And things are starting to rebuild by the end of it. But you get to see what happens when that power is shifted the way it was.
Mm-hmm.
There are other things that happen in the DLC that kind of continue this kind of chaos of New York and how everyone is trying to rebuild.
Is that the silver lining?
The silver stuff, because it really does center around the Silver Sable crew and stuff like that. And it's a beautiful story all the way around.
Anyways, we gotta end this episode right
Yep.
here. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.